Welcome to the Organizepreneur Podcast, the ultimate podcast for female entrepreneurs looking to supercharge their business. I'm Aldreama Harper, host of the Organizepreneur Podcast. Hey, welcome to this very special episode where I'm speaking to entrepreneurs looking to supercharge their organizing business. And stay tuned till the end. I have a very, very special offer for you. Enjoy. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you create ways to specialize, okay? You want to create ways that you are specializing. Now, when I first started out in this industry, I was all over the place because I really hadn't found my niche, okay? I knew I loved organizing. I wasn't sure exactly how to create a specific niche for myself. But the good thing is you can create your own niche. The professional organizing industry is very lucrative. It is very, but it's not, the more you specialize and the more you concentrate on a certain niche, the more you can charge for your services, okay? So there's a variety of ways to specialize. And I'm just going to share a short little list with you, but there's ways that you can, even dig deeper into specific niches, okay? So, for example, you may consider doing residential clients, okay? Maybe that's closets or maybe that's garages, but maybe your niche is residential, but you might want to specialize in a certain, get good at certain niches and doing certain types of organizing, and that's going to allow you to charge more for your services because you have a specialty. Okay, you may also consider home office, but even in the home office or offices, maybe you specialize in paper management. Okay, so there's different ways that you can really dig into a niche or, dive into a specific niche and come out, with a specialty or a special type of services that you offer. Maybe you want to offer corporate organizing, or maybe you want to do families, or maybe you want to do seniors or downsizing or moving. Don't limit the possibilities. Really be creative and figure out what you like best and create a business that represents your skills, your strengths, and your passion. Now, it may take some time to kind of figure that out. Like I said, when I first started, I was kind of all over the place. It took some time for me to kind of figure out what I like doing. I don't like doing garages, and since I think I mentioned to you guys on, at the beginning of the call, we just moved here. We just moved here from Texas, and so garages get pretty hot, and so the whole climate, gets hot, but you really want to create a business that represents your passions, your skills, and your strengths, and what you enjoy doing, okay? I mean, this is going to be your business, so you definitely you don't want to go into, a client dreading, what you're going to be doing with them. And so you definitely want to, take some time to figure out exactly what that looks like. Okay, now, next I want to talk a little bit about some of the trends in the organizing industry. Some of the trends are, there are industry-specific organizers. Organizers are becoming more industry-specific, and I just talked about that a little bit. But, for example, if you have a paralegal or legal secretary and you may want to specialize in organizing law offices or working with lawyers, okay? Those are industry-specific organizers, okay? Those with an educational background, maybe you want to help teachers to design efficient classroom processes. I remember one time I did work with a teacher, and it wasn't in terms of a process, but the classroom was a mess. And so she had me to come in and help her to get her classroom organized. And so at the time, I wasn't specific about, again, who I was targeting and who, the clients that I wanted to get. So, I took the gig, and it all worked out very well. There are different business models, okay? There are organizing franchises, franchise organizing firms, partnerships. People are forming partnerships. For example, you may be an organizer that partners with a moving company, or an organizer that partners with a real estate company. So there are partnerships that can be formed in your business. Really get some really good clients through partnership. Thank you for listening to this very special episode of The Organizedpreneur, where I shared ways that you can specialize your organizing services. It's part of my new Ultimate Professional Organizer's Guide audio training course, which is only available for a short time. If you're ready to launch your organizing business, then head on over to organizedpreneur.com.